How to make your home smell like fall. When fall arrives around, make sure to take full advantage by spending plenty of time outdoors, and letting as much crisp fall air into your home as you can. Of course, if you just can't get enough of the particular aroma that comes to mind when someone mentions fall, you can always make your own. From simmer pots to homemade candles, and with spices or essential oils, there are plenty of ways to fill your home with the aroma of the best smelling season. Method 1: Evoking the scent of fall from the kitchen. 1. Make a simmer pot. There's nothing that can fill your home with the scent of fall quite as well as a well-crafted simmer pot. Use aromatic herbs, spices, and fruit to create exactly the aroma and atmosphere you're hoping for. For instance, mix 1 quart of water, 4 bay leaves, 1 thinly sliced orange, a sprig of fresh rosemary, and a vanilla bean in a saucepan. Heat the concoction on medium-high until it begins to simmer, and lower the heat so that it's just hot enough to keep simmering. If you want the simmer pot to last more than 15-20 minutes, you'll likely have to add a bit of water periodically. Use 1 or 2 teaspoons instead of a vanilla bean, if necessary. If you do use a vanilla bean, you can dry it out and reuse it a few times. If you want to keep a simmer pot going for more than an hour or two, use a crock pot. After achieving a simmer with a higher heat, reduce the crock pot's heat to low. Other great ingredients to include in a fall-themed simmer pot are sliced apples, cinnamon sticks, dry star anise, fresh or dried ginger, cardamom pods, cloves, and/or dried orange peel. 2. Bake a seasonal pie. If the scent of dried leaves isn't on your mind, you're likely thinking about apple pie. Of course, there are a handful of equally enjoyable fall dishes, especially desserts, that will smell so good you'll end up hungry. Anything with cinnamon, apple, and vanilla will smell especially seasonally appropriate. Don't forget about pumpkin pie or pumpkin bread. In fact, baking with anything that has cloves, nutmeg, will fill your home with familiar fall scents as well. 3. Craft pumpkin cookies. From pumpkin chocolate chip to pumpkin whoopie pies, there are plenty of different cookie recipes that are sure to get your house smelling like freshly baked fall treats. Look online for hundreds of free recipe options. Pick one with oatmeal and/or cranberry to increase the nutritional value of the cookie and provide a more complex aroma. Pumpkin spice cookies are another good option, and contain plenty of particularly potent fall aromatics, such as cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. 4. Make candied apples. Candied apples will not only bring the scent of fall to mind, it may bring back childhood fall memories as well. To make your own caramel coating, cook 1 cup butter, 2 cups brown sugar, 1 cup light corn syrup, and 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk on a stove at medium-high. Stirring non-stop, turn the heat down when the caramel boils, and use a candy thermometer to maintain a temperature of 250 degrees Fahrenheit 120 degrees Celsius for roughly 30 minutes. To test whether the coating is ready, drop a teaspoon into cold water. It should form a hard ball of caramel if it's ready. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract once cooking is complete. Carefully dip apples previously pierced with craft sticks into the caramel. Allow them to cool on wax paper, but not before adorning with your favorite toppings, such as pecans or crushed pumpkin cookies. If you're struggling to choose between desserts, just bake caramel apple-flavored cookies. Method 2: Using essential oils to create fall aromas. 1. Make your own fall-scented candles. For a sustained, powerful aroma, make a custom candle. Choose a mason jar or other fire-safe container. Go to a craft supply store for some smokeless candle wicks and flaked soy wax, and make sure your kitchen is stocked with a tablespoon of vanilla extract, another of cinnamon, and 1/2 tablespoon of ground clove. Use a microwave and start melting your wax by heating 1 cup on high for 2 minutes. Once the first cup is melted, add a bit of wax in 1-minute increments until you have sufficient melted wax for the container that will hold your candle. If you're using a standard mason jar, you'll need 2 cups of wax overall. Once the wax is melted, add the vanilla and spices. Mix well, ideally by stirring with a disposable skewer. Wrap the end of a candle wick that will be exposed around a thin item that can bridge the opening of your candle's container. Allow the metal, tipped end to dangle to the bottom of the container. Pour the melted wax into the candle container while adjusting the wick to keep it in the center of the wax. Allow the candle to sit at room temperature for at least 4 hours to set. 2. Make an essential oil spray. You can make a spray that can instantly fill a room with the fall scent of your choosing. For an especially woodsy option, start with 3 tablespoons of either vodka, ethyl alcohol, or witch hazel. Add 10 drops each of the following oils: juniper, sage, bergamot, and cinnamon. Add these ingredients to an 8-ounce spray bottle and fill the bottle the rest of the way with water. Always shake the bottle well before using. For a similar option, but sweeter smelling option, go with 10 drops each of cedar wood, rosemary, orange, and clove oils instead. Avoid spraying your aromatic mist on anyone's skin or in front of anyone's face. 3. Mix a fall scented blend for your diffuser. If you have an essential oil diffuser, there are several great blends you can make to produce fall aromas. For example, use 3 drops of cardamom and 1 drop each of clove, cassia, and ginger essential oils to make a spiced chai-inspired scent. For a more cool, walk-in the woods approach, use 3 drops of eucalyptus, 2 drops of juniper berry, and a single drop of sage essential oil. To get the scent of apple pie emanating from your diffuser, add 2 drops each of clove, ginger, and cinnamon bark oils. Add a drop of nutmeg too, for an even sweeter aroma. While classic cone or stick incense can provide fall-inspired aromas as well, essential oils are safer, healthier, and will better disperse aroma in your home. Method 3. Using miscellaneous ways to make your house smell like fall. 1. Open your windows. Even if it's a bit cold to leave your windows open, it's worth opening them up for 15 or 20 minutes as soon as you get home. You'll carry the crisp, aromatically comforting scent of fall into your home with you, and circulate the air in your home in the process. 2. Make a custom potpourri. Another way to bring the scent of fall indoors with you is by bringing some natural items in from outside and arranging them in a potpourri. Homemade options are usually preferable to store-bought blends, as you can customize not only a specific scent, but a particular level of potency. Go with larger portions of larger items, and smaller amounts of the more potent, and usually more colorful, ingredients. Large items that are great to make up the majority of a potpourri include pine cones, dried apples and oranges, cinnamon sticks, and nuts. Good small, aromatic ingredients include cloves, rose hips, juniper berries, and bay leaves. After selecting your ingredients, place them all in a large jar or bowl and gently toss them. This will blend them together in a visually appealing way, and encourage items to give off scent. For added potency, add a few drops of an essential oil before tossing your potpourri. Good options include cedar wood, clove, cinnamon, orange, or pine oils. 3. Build a fall-scented wreath. As a more visually compelling alternative to potpourri, you can arrange many of the same ingredients into a wreath. The hard part is making the inner form. You can buy a foam ring from a craft supply store, or make a core yourself. To make your own, get branches of juniper and rosemary and arrange them in a long, thin bundle. Tie the arrangement into a tube with twine or fishing line and fasten it into a circle. Once you have a base, you can glue or tie on anything you want. Rose hips, bay leaves, and cloves are great options, as well as pine cones and large colorful leaves. 4. Use scented soaps. You don't have to bake to get aromas of pumpkin, cinnamon, and apple in your home. In fact, one of the easiest and quickest ways to get these scents in your home is by purchasing the corresponding soaps. Place a bottle of the scent you favor at your kitchen sink and in your bathroom. For a natural air freshener, place a sachet of homemade fall potpourri in the bathroom as well.